Good day, everyone. I hope that you are feeling good, and I have exciting news to bring you today in today's video. Of course, it is the Stretford End with me, your host, Sasson Johnson. And as the thumbnail says, exit fee agreed. And this is concerning the man in the picture, Eric Ten Hag. And it is an update on him. And we'll also be speaking about Bruno, who has been confirmed by Fabrizio Romano, who has signed a new 5-year deal, and it is confirmed that he is with us until 2027 at least, which is good news. But let's get into the news that brought you here to the Stretford Inn, and that is on Eric Ten Hag. And Sky Sports has reported that we are in the process of speaking to Ajax Amsterdam in terms of a compensation fee to get Erik ten Hag to become the new Manchester United manager. And we are also in the process of talking with him with regards to when the announcement should be made that he is our new manager. Positive news. Sky Sports have come out and have excited me as a Manchester United supporter. Now, of course, these could all be, just rumors to make us as fans feel positive and have us believe again. But of course, Sky Sports is a very, very credible and reliable source. And of course, they ensure that the news that they bring, regardless of any club or any sport, that it is 100% accurate and factual. But I want to read to you the article that has been posted by Sky Sports with regards to our latest update on Erik ten Hag. And it says that Sky Sports News understands that a process of due diligence has followed over what it would entail should they choose to hire him. Ajax granted permission for the formal discussion to take place and have not been obstructive to the process. Sources close to Ten Hag and the Dutch club have suggested that dialogue has taken place over the financial element as well as how to handle a possible announcement, should the process progress in that way, in terms of timing and presentation, given Ajax are in a tight title race. Now, of course, as I said earlier, this is good news. Out of respect to Ajax Amsterdam, it is only right that we allow Erik ten Hag to continue to focus on his coaching duties and get Ajax over the line to win the title. And then it would only make sense, out of respect, that we can finally make that announcement that he is our new manager and that he can sign the deal. It shows a sense of professionalism. It shows a sense of, as I said, respect. It shows that United and Ajax have a very good relationship and that things are moving smoothly, and that Ajax seems to be, shall I say, they are, what's the word I'm looking for? They have accepted the fact that Erik ten Hag will be leaving Ajax at the end of the season and that he probably will most likely go to Manchester United and become their new manager. It is more difficult with Pochettino because PSG will definitely leave and sack Pochettino on their own terms. But if we as United push to make him our new manager, then it would be easier for PSG, because for them to sack Pochettino, it would cost him between 20 to 25 million euros. But if we were to come in and say, you know what, we want Pochettino as our manager, which the board and the Glazers and some ex-players, in previous video I have spoken about that. Definitely go and check it out if you haven't done so. In previous videos, I've said that they want Pochettino, but it's expensive to get him, because then we would have to pay the 20 to 25 million to PSG, which would save them so much money. But of course, Erik ten Hag is, the preferred candidate, and he is the person that we are speaking to Ajax Amsterdam more about rather than to PSG. And of course, Erik ten Hag is also very respectful towards the club which he is currently working for, which is Ajax. And I don't think he wants to leave on a sour note. I think he wants to leave on a high, leave, with winning the title, and have his players respect him and also give him well wishes going forward. I've spoken about players such as Anthony, who Erik ten Hag has stated that he wants to bring with him to Manchester United, as his first signing. And that is exciting. To get a player of that quality into the club will definitely, add an attacking talent to our, forward line. And of course, yes, once again, the dogs are barking. It is morning. They always tend to also wake up around this time, and they tend to look at the people on the outside and bark. But I'm digressing. Erik Ten Hag is, as I've said before, the man for us. Go and check the video out, in my opinion, as to why Erik Ten Hag is the man to take us forward. If you haven't seen it, definitely go and watch it. And of course, it also says that ascertaining compensation figures and ease of appointment will be done with all candidates. The club feels it is unfair to portray Ten Hag as the front runner for the position when they are still working through their shortlist. So, as usual, our club goes from saying, you know what, we are doing this with Erik Ten Hag, we're getting the exit fee agreed, we're getting, when we can make the announcements, so we can start planning, our own, videos and PRs and pictures for Erik Ten Hag to be announced as the Manchester United manager. But we don't want to give it away just yet. We are Manchester United. We want to just still drag it on a bit longer because we like being relevant in media. We like, having, our names and our name trending through social media, because that's money for us. That's money for the Glazers, that's money for the board, and for everyone else who has shares within United. The more our name trends, the more people click on us and the more people speak about us, whether it be online or whether it be in TV and media. Definitely, there is money into the Glazers and the board's pockets. So they will drag this on as long as they can. And they're probably doing that because they want Pochettino, but they need PSG to come out and say, you know what, we're sacking him at the end of the season, or we can let him go now, we will sack him now, etc., etc., etc. All of these things, is basically delay tactics, but I do believe that Sky Sports has brought out positive news for us, and that they have showed us that, you know what, Erik Ten Hag is the man, but United is just basically keeping, the eye on the other candidates in case something happens there. But the more likely option seems to be Ten Hag. Ten Hag is the preferred candidate. Everybody wants Ten Hag. And I think now the board and the Glazers are actually realizing that they need to listen to the fans. They need to listen to the footballing experts that speak about Manchester United and that are saying that Erik Ten Hag is the man to revolutionize, Manchester United, and to make us not into a good team, but a great team because of the quality in his style of play, in his work ethic, and also in his elite winning mentality. Because I'm sure, as I've said before, he won't come to United just to fight for fourth place. He will come to compete and to win titles. Most definitely, that will be his aim when he comes to Manchester United. And I do believe that we will definitely get Erik Ten Hag over the line. It's just a matter of time. It's slowly but surely heating up, as this managerial search is reaching its end. But I do believe that Erik Ten Hag will be the man for us. This is one more piece of news that I want to read with regards to, the story of Erik Ten Hag. And it says here that sources have intimated Ten Hag would be the easiest to secure, as Ajax expect him to leave and have been smooth to negotiate with. Yes, of course, it's much easier because of our relationship with Ajax, because of our relationship that we have with the director of football being Edwin van der Sar. So of course, everything seems to be going in the right direction, everything seems to be moving smoothly, and everything seems to be, showing that our board and the Glazers are actually looking to make competent decisions that are more for the footballing side of the club rather than the commercial side. And I feel that Erik Ten Hag can perhaps, shut Louis van Gaal up by coming in and doing exactly what he's supposed to do in transforming our team and building a good playing style and playing identity and leaving us with a good quality team for the new season. Of course, should Erik Ten Hag come in, it's not going to be an overnight, sensation of success, but it will definitely be, a progressive, movement forward to success. We will definitely see the right character of players coming in. We will definitely see the players that do not belong there to leave the club. And this can only happen if the board and the Glazers give Erik Ten Hag the full autonomy and full power to do what he wants to do with the team. Prime example, I just want to speak about something with regards to Erik Ten Hag. So there was a particular player, I've read this in a report somewhere, I can't remember his name, but there was a particular player that was injured for Ajax Amsterdam. And when he returned after a couple of months, he basically had one half of a practice match under and in front of Erik Ten Hag. And immediately when the match reached its halftime, he basically told the player, you know what, you need to go and play in the reserves. And it is not because of, being rude or being biased or being racist or anything. It was just a matter of Erik Ten Hag being ruthless in his decisions to let the player know you are not good enough to play in my squad. That I think perhaps you should work in the reserves and try and work your way back into the first team. That is the type of coaching that we need. Coaches that are not afraid to make decisions regardless of who the player is, regardless of what the player's wishes are. We need a coach that is ruthless. We need a coach that is willing to take the bull by the horns and challenge whoever these players are with big egos. And hopefully, by the end of the season, these big egos will be gone in the summer. That they will no longer be filling our dressing room with toxicity, with their bitterness, with their laziness, with their, choice not to work hard on or off the pitch, with their disgusting behavior to go and speak behind the manager's back to the board saying, oh no, we don't want him here, why don't you get him, etc., etc. That will have to come to an end when Erik Ten Hag comes in. And if it doesn't, then the board is only to blame, and Erik Ten Hag will definitely probably fail. We've seen it time and time again, and we know for a fact that we need to ensure, as I've said again, that the board and the Glazers give Erik Ten Hag full autonomy, full power over the team and everything that it entails in order for us to succeed, and to give him as much backing as possible in order for us to take that giant leap forward, to start being on the level of Man City, of Liverpool, etc., and start competing with them rather than just rolling to the side and allowing them to walk over us as we have been against previous managers and in previous seasons, and even in this season alone. Just painful to think about. But I just want to end off the video by saying that Bruno has signed a new 5-year deal. Positive news, he is with us till 2027. The headlines yet again, Erik Ten Hag is close to becoming Manchester United manager, as Sky Sports has reported that we are in the talks with regards to an exit fee in terms of compensation for Ajax, for Erik Ten Hag to become our new manager, and that we are also speaking with regards to a possible announcement and when that can take place, because Ajax is in a heated title race. Thank you guys for joining me. Definitely follow the links in the descriptions below to our various socials of TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Give us a follow. Also, like and subscribe to the channel here on YouTube, as we want to at least reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Have a wonderful day. That is it, me, Session Johnson, from the Stretford Inn. Till we speak again soon, Reds.